I just came from the consulate of Paraguay here in Montevideo, Uruguay, and this is what happened. On December 31st, I went to the embassy of Paraguay, and I found out actually you don't get visas at the embassy, you get them at the consulate. So I went to the embassy, which was quite far, and I had to walk to the consulate, and I walked and they closed at 2 p.m., which was crazy. I don't know why they closed at 2, but they closed at 2, and I got there at like 2:03, which was really inconvenient. But the guy, they don't speak English, so they just told me closed, and I asked them if they're open tomorrow, and the guy said yes. So maybe my Spanish is bad and I didn't understand, but I went the next day, January 1st, and they were closed completely, which is understandable. I probably should have realized that, but I thought he said yes, he was open, so I went, and he was closed. So I came back the next day, which was Friday, and I filled out all the paperwork. I gave them my visa, I gave them my passport, and I gave them all the money and everything, and I had not a fight, but a discussion with them. They kept saying that I needed a outbound ticket, and they wanted to see hotel reservations as well. And it's so inconvenient. Everybody asks for this, and I always fight or try to get out of it, and it's really irritating. It's really frustrating. But I got out of it in Paraguay. They eventually accepted my passport without all that documentation, and then they told me that I have to come back on Monday and to get the visa. So I came back. Today's Monday. I came at 9 o'clock and gave them my passport to get the visa. And they kept it for 3 hours. I waited for 3 hours just to get the visa. Or 2.5 hours maybe. But it's crazy, you know? And then I finally got the visa, finally got my passport, and now I'm leaving. But it made me think, actually, I'm really, really lucky. It was kind of more than I needed to do this time, but just to be able to get the visa is really, really nice. I mean, I didn't have to worry about anything. I didn't have to worry about it being rejected or go through an interview process or anything. I just gave them my passport, gave them money, and they gave me a visa. So I was sitting there for 2.5 hours, 3 hours, kind of oh, this is so frustrating. Why do I have to sit here and wait? And the reality is I'm really lucky that I can even get it. So I'm happy. This is the visa. It's huge. It took up 2 pages. I don't have that many pages left. Paraguay. Anyway, I'm thankful I got my visa to Paraguay. I'm completely visa set now. I bought all my visas for all of South America. Brazil, Argentina, Paraguay, Bolivia, everywhere. Everything's paid for, which is good. It was so expensive. I think I spent over $1,000 in visas alone. But there's no way around it. I wonder how you get a diplomatic passport. I think diplomats, they don't need visas, or they don't need the same type of visas. I don't know. But it's done. I'm happy. I just have Paraguay and Brazil left. And I have to film here in Uruguay. But Uruguay has been a challenge because, I hate to say this, but there's not a lot of touristy things here. I've only been here a few days, so I don't know. I still have yet to explore and to ask locals and talk to people. But so far, I haven't seen anything fantastic to film. I want to go to Cabo Polonio, which I've heard is really, really beautiful, and it's kind of a highlight of many people's Uruguay trips. So I'm going to go there this week and see. There are giant sand dunes that go down to the beach, which in my mind it seems amazing. So I hope that it'll be as beautiful as I think. And then there's another beach, Punta del Este or something like that, Playa del Este, and I'd like to go there as well. It's also pretty famous. But I'm going to keep looking around Uruguay, maybe spend another week or 2 here, and then I'm off to Paraguay. I'll film in Paraguay and go to Iguazu Falls, and then off to Rio for Carnival. So it's drawing to an end. I don't want this to end. I hate it when my trips get to an end. I get kind of, I don't know, thinking about where to go next. Anyway, I'm Chris across the world. I have my Paraguay visa. I'm in Uruguay. See ya.